All right, so we made it to day 2 of Rocky Mountain Race Week. It is morning time here. We're about ready to take off on our road day. So we have 340 miles to do today. Going to be a fantastic test of the Hemi Swap C10. We're going to see how this thing reacts overall. It's going to be a long, long day. We'll take you guys along with us. Can show you a variety of different things. You can totally customize it to however you want. Currently I've got it set up to where I can see whether both my cooling fans are on and I can see my coolant temp sensor, my air fuel ratio, my RPM, my oil pressure, and my battery voltage, and the RPM of course. So you're seeing all of that on basically a 3.5-inch screen, but it's everything you need right there. And it's, again, it's fully customizable. I love this thing. Made it to our very first stop here on day number 2. We made it to the little petrified gas wood station. I don't even know what this is. Petrified something. Anyway, we made it here. We've been about 200 miles so far. The truck is actually doing fantastic. Really driving well. The coolant temp has been rock solid at 208 degrees. Okay, I take that back. It jumped up to 209 at one point. All right, now I'm gonna be really in trouble for that because now I'm really gonna have some problems. The truck has been driving perfectly so far. Hopefully it continues to do so. We have about another 125, 130 miles for the day, but everything's going good so far, guys. Let's stay with it. There we go, day 2 done and dusted here with the Rocky Mountain Race Week. We have made it to Pueblo, Colorado, and honestly guys, to be perfectly honest, the racetrack was one thing. I was more concerned about this initial drive period. We just drove 340 plus miles today, and honestly, this truck, you guys know, is fresh out of the box. We just finished this thing. I drove it for about 20 minutes before I said, yep, we're good to go. Let's get this thing out of here and go. So I was super concerned about how it was going to go. Long drive today, very hot conditions, and guys, the truck did spectacular. Way better than I could have expected. Drove smooth, drove clean. The tune was really good with cruising, no surging, nothing like that. It drove really well. As far as the gearing goes, man, I love this transmission I put in here. Guys, I cannot tell you enough how great the manual transmission is working in this thing. You guys know it was all kind of a guess as I put this stuff together to see if it was going to work or not. It works perfectly, and I could not be happier with it. Now, are there any drawbacks? Yes, of course there are. I have no AC in this thing, so it was a very hot day. I was basically wearing earphones the entire time because the truck is loud. Not very drony, which was nice, but it is a little bit loud in there. And as far as a couple of other concerns, we are rising in altitude. I think this place is around 4,300 feet, something like that. And at this point, I don't know if it's a fuel boiling issue or just getting hot from the extended drive, but you can really hear the fuel pump in there. It's whining pretty good. So a little bit of concern about the fuel pump in there. And on my second run I did yesterday in Great Bend, Kansas, I think I might have torn the stock transmission mount. I used just that stock rubber mount for the 08 Colorado transmission. I think I tore that. So I need to get up underneath this thing and take a look and see if that is torn. If it is, I'll probably throw another mount in there, but at the same time, I'm also just gonna ratchet strap that thing to the transmission cross member. We should be good to go for the rest of race week here. So not very exciting from a content standpoint because nothing really happened with the truck, but man, I cannot believe how well it worked today. I don't want this to come back and bite me again for the rest of the week, but for day 2, guys, this was absolutely fantastic. We're gonna see you for day 3 racing in Pueblo Motorsports Park. All right, Rocky Mountain Race Week day number 3. We're here at Pueblo Motorsports Park. It is almost time for the track to go hot. Just took a look over the truck to make sure everything was okay with it. Didn't see any issues. I did mention yesterday on the drive that I was really feeling the trans kind of bumping into the bottom of the cab when I was doing some hard shifts. So I think that factory 08 Colorado trans mount, huge surprise, that thing's not going to be strong enough. So basically we went full roadkill on this one. I went ahead and stuck a ratchet strap around the transmission and the transmission cross member there. Go ahead and hold that down into place. We're going to see what happens during the racing time. Again, the track is about to go hot in about an hour. We'll show you guys all the runs that happen. Thanks for watching.
Sky Perry in the left lane, the square line shift. That's Drew Schneidel in the right lane. Drew currently sits 3rd in that 13.0 class. That's not going to be enough, 14.85. We'll see him come back.
Oh my goodness, guys, that was absolutely amazing. First pass out here at Pueblo Motorsports Park. We're sitting here at 5,000 feet elevation. I was like, man, I'm gonna run a mid 14 out here. Blew the launch. It was not great, some slipping and a little bit of bogging, but I stayed in it and just crushed through the gears. We ran a 13.68, still not at all competitive in the 13.0 class, but a personal best for the truck so far. There's still something a little bit not quite right about the drive shaft. I'm not sure if it's a pinion angle issue. I'm gonna mess with those Caltrack bars that built, try to bring that lash down to about 0 for the next run, see if it does the exact same thing or if it's worse. Hopefully we're gonna get some more passes in today than we did yesterday, but I cannot believe this. I am so stoked. I'm over the moon running a 13.68 with this thing straight out of the box. Plenty happy with that. We'll see what we can do in the future.
That's Andy Cook, the left lane. That's up front. The Bush Racer. Here's David Booth in the right lane, one of those CTSE, first generation. Excellent. That's Tommy Fielder in the hot rod class. That's where that's old yellow gas, twin turbo LS, winner of our Gasser class last year. Lipinski goes 990. That's Andrew Domina, brand new car, the Mustang in the left lane. Attention to the pits, attention to the pits. We have a racer in need. We need a harmonic balancer for a big block Chevy. If you've got a harmonic balancer for a big block Chevy, go on and see the Rocky Mountain Race Week tent. I'm not sure if that's an internal or external balance, but if you got something, bring it up and we'll figure out if we can make it work. Thanks so much. Look at the starting line. You know who that is. That's Cleetus. That's his car Bullet. His brand new car. KSR Performance built that thing. Going to get Sharon Klausner. Again, Rowdy Radio. Rowdy Radio, you should be up in lane 7, please. Rowdy Radio, you should be up in lane 7, please. Goes 11:31. Cleetus and Mullet goes 8:34, 178.
As we go here, folks, so true street cars, we're getting a little faster, and then we'll bring out some of the big guns. Square body in the right lane, that's Sky Perry. Left lane, that Ford Fiesta.
All right, second run update, fail. So I adjusted the Caltrax bars that I built myself to give it a little bit more grip off the line. Immediately spun, then spun again in second. So I had a pass that would have been fantastic 2 days ago. I got a 14.006, which probably would have put me in the lead for the 14.0 class. However, unfortunately, I am in fact in the 13.0 class. So came back to the pits, talked about it a little bit, and the guy next to me was like, hey, you might want to check your tire pressure. And I was like, you know, that's a spectacular idea. I should do that. Is 43 pounds too much? So I'm basically running on beach balls out here. So I'm gonna air these tires down. We're gonna make at least one more run out of this thing, see if I can't better that 1368 I got earlier today. That's the goal. I'm hoping to get at least one more run. I don't think I wanna push the truck any more than that. So we'll air these tires down. I'm not gonna change anything else. We'll head back out there and do it all again.
Chris ran a 9:29. Not great, man. Look how close, folks. 12,994. You can't turn that in. 6,000. Too fast. You'll still need to come back.
1353 in the right, 1385.
All right, there it is, guys. We have just finished up Rocky Mountain Race Week, day number 3 here at Pueblo Motorsports Park. I did get 3 runs in today. Nothing too spectacular on the 2 second runs. I ran a 14.06 and I ran a 13.85 after that. So really did not improve on the 13.68 I did very first thing out this morning. So I turned that time in. Who knows where that'll put me, don't care. Still a personal best for the truck. Very happy with that. I tried to make some adjustments with my traction bars, just ended up spinning a little bit more. The next run I did after I lowered my tire pressure definitely helped a lot, but I was still spinning. However, the truck seemed to react pretty well to it, so I'm excited to try this a little bit more at Vandermeer and see what kind of results I can get. But again, that's it for day 3. We'll see you on day 4.